Better stay hidden.
Step out of line and I'm taking that bounty on you. Huh? Oh. Oh.
Cassandra, it's you!
Phoebe!
You said you weren't coming back to Kefalonia, so I decided to leave too.
I said I wouldn't be coming back. But I don't remember saying you should leave.
Well, here I am.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't! Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things?
Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
Fine. Pericles welcomes you to his symposium.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
Here, Cassandra. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made her grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotus! Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
It looks more like a lover's quarrel to me.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies.
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good, and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Mystios like you think of a party like this?
This party could be fun. Alcibiades drinks like a Spartan. Maybe he fights like one too.
If I could suggest anything, please don't start a fight, or end one.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your brother said.
You're leaving me alone with these people?
You'll do fine without me, I promise. Just relax, talk to the others, and focus on finding your mother.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
I've seen lots of fights. That wasn't one.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I? I'm Sophocles, though I'm sure you knew that. And you are?
I am looking for information that'll help me find someone. A Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous Xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
You want to get Euripides drunk. Are you hoping he's gonna make an even bigger scene than you did?
Ha! We both know that's not possible. But you're a feisty one, to say the least.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know whenever Pidis is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself then? Creature of many names?
Cassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Cassandra, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
When I need to relax, I start a fight. For you, though...
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm Pericles' new servant. I'd be happy to bring some wine.
An Athenian servant, you. And these are wine-pouring muscles.
I was a rower on Pericles' ship where he took pity on me. Now I pour wine for people who question my word. And his.
I wasn't questioning. Perhaps one drink.
I'll return. And when I do, you two will drink up.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
It's come back for more. Care to see my impression of Protagoras? I call it the flapping bladder.
I'm sure she wouldn't.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Ready for more?
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more!
You ready for another?
This wine is terrible.
I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she'd trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
αγώνα γυμνόμενων κίνων. Δύο στρατιώτες αφήκονται με το προσφετέρο ευθών. Οι κίνες εξαγωνιστήσονται εν διαβλή του αιμού γειτόνων. Κατενεχείρας αυτήν των περιεδράμων της θυγατρός μου όψε, ώστε την Δημήτρη Ματής. Ήδευσε 10 δραχμάς, σύ επιλέγεις τον Θεό και πιστεύσουσι. Δίνος εσύ, ουκούν συγχωρείται τριοφόρα καταβάνωση, μία αδικία ύπνος και πρώτη πλεύωση. Αληθώς και πολλούς συντήρησε επίσης ηθικών, όμως και το φύλαξε μέρος τη λαμβάνει και η ανεκμεταία αμοιβή μικράν επίσης. Διερωτώ με της θεοδολόγησης γιατί μάτιον εστί περιφέρεστε των γεροντινών. Το εξάδερφός σου ίσιμη χαιρετίζει μάλλον. Ούτως βυζίτος και υποφύλακαν γυμνώσει, τους συνδετάς ήθινες πληροφορούσι πίσω αεπάκι. Οι ακυρώνες πλήρη σύγκριση. Τι αυτό το Σάββατο. Λείψω με δάνειο ή να δίνω με αποπληρούν τους τόπους. Εξίσταμε του φρονή. Συναλλάσσεται εις το τέρμα της οδού. Σωρίες δύο γείτον μη. Επάρατη ο ποδοστάτε. Δοκούσι αυτής είναι τραπεζίτας. Δοκούσι αυτής ό,τι δίνεται γίνεστε αξιοπρεπής. Δίνετε παραμένει.
Απεκτήσα το πολλά την κρίματα το πρώτο ρωτήριο. Ο αυτής παθή ετευθύνει 20 αγώνα γυμνόμενων κείμενα. 2 στρατιώτες αρθρώνονται με τον σφετέρων ποιόν. Κίνες εξαγωνιστήσονται εν διαβλή του αιμού γειτόνων. Λέγος η πηγάτης με τα φύλων συμμοριτών. Ο κοίτον μου εώρακεν την έσεξ αυτόν στο πρόφυλο. Αναγνωρίστε.
Someone's being hurt. Open this door or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Oh, look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I thought this party was tame even by Athenian standards. Until now.
Let them have their meeting of the minds. I'm more interested in meeting other parts.
Ali, we're out of oil again.
Ali?
You know they like you when they give you a pet name. There's more olive oil in the kitchen, but Aspasia keeps complaining about me walking unencumbered through her symposiums.
You mean naked?
It sounds so good when you say it.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Time for some fun. You'll have to help me strip off these uncomfortable Athenian robes.
Gladly. If you like, we can feed them to the god.
There's another goat?
Ooh.
Now, it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Theatera? I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts.
Ali! Come back inside!
Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anfusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
Being so new to Athens and gaining access to this symposium is no small feat. Though you said there are things you wouldn't do, you gained Pericles' trust so quickly.
I've made my choice.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
You have been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
We're discussing the nature of rules. Where better to do so than here? I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
This argument between you two is pointless.
Perhaps. How do you define art?
I'm not getting dragged into this.
Very well. Answer this. Does the artist not give form and symmetry to her subject?
Well, yes.
Laws and justice do much the same for people, do they not? And is there any better way to communicate the story of a people than by revealing its customs and laws? If yes, then ruling, and thus justice, must be an art, as Thrasymachos says.
If you say so.
Aspasia.
You shouldn't be too hard on Socrates. He really has a brilliant mind, even if he comes off a little strong.
He isn't always like that, is he?
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Cassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Cassandra will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
Your spies have been watching me. I knew you people couldn't be trusted.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
I'd be more comfortable in these clothes if I had a blade in my hand.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
been searching for a woman named Mirimi, my mother. I think she may be in danger, and my search brought me here.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
Λέγωση η θυγάτη σου με τα φίλων συμμοριτών των ιών μου εξοικίας απήγαγον και παραλατομείο αφίαση. Ο γείτον μου εώρα και εμφυνές εξ αυτών στο τόπο. Αναγνωρίσε το θητησία. Έλεγε ότι η αιή θυγάτη έστειλε ότι τη συνεγελάσια. Ούστι το τέκνο μου παραλατομείο. Σώμα με λένε το χρόνο.
Χαίρε, είστε τον γείτονά μου στη θέα των συνάδων.
Εώρατε στα ρήθρα ηχόρτους, άτινα επιτυλίων δε Παναθέου.
Cassandra!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to her, Pericles.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members, and I believe him when he says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
There is a woman in Corinth I'd like to talk to.
I've heard about that place from Alcibiades. He says you don't go there to talk.
Alcibiades says a lot of things.
He sure does. Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia. About Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened, okay?
Okay. Thanks. I knew I could count on you.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Cassandra!
But I'm optimistic. Yes, but you might have. You don't actually need it, do you? Huh.
Move. Come on. Ha! Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Off we go now. This area will be well defended.
The fate of all would-be heroes.
I need to stay hidden. Going out any farther is a good way to get capsized. They'll be on high alert here. I don't see any soldiers here. Only pirates. They must be running the whole island.
gods have mercy!
You want mercy?
Ah!
Those who trade in slaves anywhere on my island will be marked as slaves themselves, then hauled to Attica and fed to the system they tried to profit from. Get this scum out of my sight.
I thought all pirates were slavers.
And you are?
My name is Cassandra.
Well, Cassandra, we're all thought to be murderers too. So, tell me why I shouldn't kill you right here.
I came to find the great pirate Xenia. That's you, isn't it?
I like the sound of that. But what was your plan once you found me?
I came to offer you a deal.
Sneaking into my city is a strange way to make a first impression.
I needed to speak with you directly. I didn't think your pirates would just let me walk up and knock.
Then speak.
I'm looking for a woman. She left Sparta when I was a child.
I'll need more than that, Cassandra.
She has birthmarks on her arm that form the constellation Aquila.
Now, that is something I can work with. Just who exactly is this woman?
She's my mother. I haven't seen her since I was a child.
So, you're on a quest to find your family?
Something like that.
Then your path is not an easy one.
Aspasia's the one who sent me to find you.
Aspasia? Now why would she do that?
She said you might have information that could help me in my search.
You can have anything for the right price.
And what is that price?
One you can afford, I'm sure.
Why do you need so much drachmi?
I have a city to secure and people to protect. I have no interest in going to war. I just want to make sure the war doesn't come to us.
I don't have that kind of drachmi.
I find that surprising, given your profession.
What proof do I have that you'll even find her?
I already know Merini.
How do you know that name?
That's not all I know.
Getting that much drachmi won't be easy.
You have a ship and a crew? That's enough to find work here in Coresia. And there is a stockpile of drachmi held in the fort on the far side of the island.
You want me to steal from your island?
The other locals aren't too happy about us pirates. Their leader has amassed a fortune. If they have no drachmi, they can't do anything stupid. Don't worry. As long as you're working for me, you're one of us.
Trust a pirate to only help for a boatload of drachmi. If I'm going to pay her, I need to find some work on this island. It should be much easier to travel the island now that everyone won't try to kill me on sight.
You'll regret fighting me! Only Pharaoh awaits you now.
What the? You're not supposed to...
Interesting. It seems Xenia doesn't control the entire island.
We need to check.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Step aside or I'll make you. Keep moving if you don't reach.
Take a walk. You'll never beat me.
I'll get the high. Just surrender.
Go! She's mine! You're stronger than I thought. Why are you here? Don't like
Where's Hippocrates' clinic?
Σωτήραν πεινά αναμένω.
Apollo himself should smite your precious Hippocrates.
But priestess, Hippocrates does respect Apollo.
What an outrageous claim. Look, you insignificant peon. Tell me where he is, or by Ira, I'll burn this clinic to the ground with you in it.
I already told you what I know.
I don't ask much. Hippocrates must show humility to ensure public order. Prostrate himself before the gods and declare that his skills are gods-given.
But that won't help his patients. It'll just take him away from his work.
If Hippocrates thinks he can disrupt social order to make himself into a demigod of healing, well, perhaps the gods themselves will have their revenge.
I'm sure there's no need for raised voices.
Who are you?
I'm looking for a man named Hippocrates.
Yet another crazed follower of the madman himself. Tell your impious master that unless he makes a public apology, and soon, this priestess of Ira will gather an army of faithful and shut him down. Out of my way!
Oh, thank all the gods she's gone. I thought she was going to kill me this time.
What's going on?
I am Sostratos. Chrysis has accused my master Hippocrates of impiety.
Is he impious?
He believes that beyond praying, people can take their health into their own hands and make themselves well.
Fascinating. Can I speak with him?
I'm sorry, he isn't here.
I'll find him.
If you're going to meet Hippocrates, could I trouble you with a small errand?
Depends what it is.
I want you to bring him some equipment. He was in such a hurry, he left it behind.
I could bring that to Hippocrates.
Really?
My services don't come free.
Here, take this. Though perhaps Hippocrates can teach you something about helping those in need when you speak with him.
How will I know who I'm looking for?
Head southeast of Hera's Watch, near the Cave of Pan. He'll be standing before a long line of sick people. You'll know him by his, bald spot, though I wouldn't mention it.
Τούτο άδικον εστίν.
many sick people. Can one man help all of them?
Someone wants you dead, Mistios.
So, what has caused this man's condition?
An excess of phlegm, Doctor.
In the immediate sense, yes. But more importantly, he suffers from neglect.
Neglect?
Good food, warm clothing, so much could have helped. But since other caretakers assumed his condition was a punishment from the gods, they neglected him.
Challenging tradition. You must be Hippocrates.
Yes, I'm also very busy.
This will only take a moment. I won't keep you away from your patients. And your students?
Observation, experience, and experimentation are crucial for treatment. My followers are learning that.
I've come from your clinic in Argos. So Stratos asked me to give you this.
I knew I forgot some things. So Stratos is a good physician, but a better apprentice, there is none. Did you ask him to pay you for this delivery?
Of course I did. I'm a Misthios.
Ungenerous, but honest at least. What can I call you, Misthios?
Cassandra of Sparta.
What did you come here for, Cassandra of Sparta?
I've been searching for a Spartan woman.
What makes you think I would know her?
I was told you may have helped her a long time ago.
Maybe the priests at the sanctuary of Asclepios can help. They keep detailed records of all who pass through.
Please, Hippocrates, I came very far to meet you.
As did this patient, and the one before him, and the one before her. My patients need me, but my notes on diseases of the mind were taken. Retrieve them, and I will help you find what you seek. Hurry, this patient doesn't have much time left.
I'll do my best with what you've told me.
Good luck. We're depending on you.
His notes are well guarded. Why?
The mighty Tyrants. Built by the Cyclopses. Or so the legend goes.
What are you doing here?
Hippocrates sent me. Your commander stole his notes, and I think you have them.
The ones written by the great Hippocrates himself. I'm sorry. They were burned in the last attack.
What?
You heard me. The medical tent was burned. At least I memorized the notes before we lost them. I'll transcribe them when I have time, or when the war subsides.
Then you'll have to come with me. A patient Hippocrates is treating will die without your help.
I have a patient right here who needs my help.
Can't someone else take care of this one?
I'm the only doctor here. Now let me work.
I'll wait here for you to finish. If I leave, what's stopping you from running away?
Thinking like a mercenary. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. Then make yourself useful and bring me my bone forceps. Some idiot or another's always borrowing them.
Then you'll come treat Hippocrates' patient?
You have my word.
I'll go get your bone forceps.
Die!
Found her!
I'll find where she went.
Charge! You are so out. It's time!
Are you even...
Here for the bounty!
This will be good. How much more can you take? You fight like a drunken goat.
I can't die yet!
I'm surprised you lived this long. Well, this will be And now it's time for you to die. Fight better than you. Get them! Oh. She's right there! You're mine now! Are you still alive? I could do this all day! I'll catch you yet! Lori! What was that?
Forceps should be in there. Once I deliver these, we can get back to Hippocrates. These are the forceps he wanted.
They're not getting up. She must be here. What's that? Check the body.
Is this it?
You aren't a half-bad assistant. When I'm done with the surgery, I'll be honored to help Hippocrates. Might be limping for a while, but Apollo willing, they'll make a full recovery.
I'll meet you there. Don't be late.
Your head! I'm not dead yet, but you will be soon! Bleeding doesn't make you brave!
Hippocrates, how's your patient?
You were gone so long, he didn't survive.
I'm sorry, Hippocrates. We took more time because this measles helped me save my own patient.
Sometimes science requires tough decisions.
If we're finished here, I'll take some time and write down what I remember of your notes, Hippocrates.
I'll go see the priest for more information about my mother.
Come with me. You've had a busy day. The importance of diet to maintaining one's health cannot be overstated.
What good can one apple really do?
Well, taken daily, they can keep the doctor away. But to more serious matters. I know why you're here. You're looking for your mother.
You remember her?
I was young then. I didn't know how to help. I turned her away. But her look of determination and despair was burned into my mind. It has never left me, and it never will. After, I swore to Apollo that I wouldn't turn away another patient, that I'd dedicate my life to the cause. She made an impression on me. Your brave mother did.
She would be happy to know that.
I sent your mother to the sanctuary of Asclepios. Tell the elder priest a treatment for the sacred disease will soon be available to any patient who needs it. Then he may talk to you.
Thank you for everything, Hippocrates. I'll go see him now.
Παύσον.
Αντιχώνεστη.
I need to talk to him.
The sanctuary of Asclepios, god of medicine. I'd rather trust him. He's over there. There he is.
Greetings, young one. Come to offer Asclepios a sacrifice?
No. But I'm searching for a Spartan mother who may have.
The great goddess Hera guides many mothers to the sacred place. Surely I'm too feeble to remember them all.
What are these stone slabs for?
These are records. We document all who pass through, their illnesses, treatments, so that the glory of Asclepios can be celebrated.
Then I don't need your memory. I just need to find the right stone.
Yes, of course. That's very wise indeed. If only I had the time to help you.
Listen, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm just looking for my mother.
It's Chrysis. She's got every priest in the sanctuary under her thumb, and she'll squash anyone who feeds information to the Eagle Bearer.
Then don't tell me anything. Just bring me to the stone that can.
Follow me then. Quickly. We must be discreet.
Lead the way.
This way. Over here.